Hello and welcome to the channel. We'll just go straight on tonight. That's that sort of new bit there. Right, so a bit of a hold up tonight. We're on our way to Edinburgh. What's happened is the van, I've just discovered the roof is leaking and it's landing right on my bed. I put my bed in a few hours before and I'm like, where the fuck's my leg's soaking. I was leaning in the door, the passenger side, and the bed, so I'm looking up at the roof and there's water dripping down quite a lot, and then it sort of stopped and I poked around with it, but I mean I had to take the cushion inside, you know, the mat, the thing that I was sleeping on, it was just soaking wet, so it's been dripping on that for the last couple of hours. And I've never noticed that before. It can only be the roof line. It can only be that. I can't see how else. What else can be leaking into the roof? I just don't see. No. Would you come this way for? There's fucking traffic lines. Oh fuck. I don't know who's behind me. Is it the police? Could be. I don't know. So I'll have to stop, I won't be able to go through it because I don't know who's, oh it's changed, so I don't know who's behind me. So there you go. So we are in Green Cornhill's roundabout and I don't know what the score is with the new builds. Cars away the other way. I suppose it's been raining quite a lot. Going by that puddle there, which might explain the leak, but you know, obviously it shouldn't leak, but it has been raining. So I don't know what the script is here. New road layout. So no right turn, so we wanted to go into that's what's it called, Pernhall Road. It leads to Premier Inn, well, at least to Pernhall Farm. So you want to go in there, you have to come up here and go back down. If you live there, there's people living there already. I mean, there's just been there for years. What's that sign say? Diversion ends. Right, so yeah, the leak. Oh god, this fucking. Maybe it's been like that for a while. I've just not realised because it maybe like it's been a bit damp or something. I just haven't realised. It's a weird thing when you're driving at this time in the morning. I left the house at 1, so it must be about 1:15. I would be away by now, but I've been fanning around with that, trying to figure out what was wrong with that leak. It's a bit inconvenient, isn't it, when you're doing something and you're trying to get on with things. So what's going on over here? What's this? So Roadworks. I need to get myself new. There's a breakdown, some kind of breakdown. I reckon it's probably Roadworks. It looks like it's too much for a breakdown, doesn't it? Alright, we've got a tire machine around there. Yeah. Yeah. Right, that's what that is. Alright. Got another one. I don't know what's this up here. Right. Roadworks. Look at that cloud formation up there. Looks quite interesting. Why is that truck stopped there? That's most unusual. Ah, right. It's I think that car is, that side of the motorway must be shut. Yeah. I don't see any traffic on it anyway. Yeah, they've closed it. Yeah. So because I've been doing that, painting that roof, there's so many things that I've not been doing. I don't know if you lot ever do that, but I suppose it's just the thing with living on your own. You're on your own and you do everything on your own, so because I'm doing that, I've neglected tidying up and doing stuff that I normally do. But I've still done the videos and I've still done the walks. Generally the videos are part of my life, and they, you know, normally, well, I have been going for walks, which is doing the videos, but so that's taken a long time. I can see how there's perhaps difficulty in making money doing certain things, you know, like paint, spraying and that sort of thing. Just thinking maybe a lot of these businesses, you think, oh, I make loads of money, and maybe don't, you know. Motor trade is difficult, isn't it? So I still haven't finished it yet, and that's like two. So one of the main concerns is the Granada's been turfed out of the garage. I really rather prefer it in there, but I want to get into the garage once the car show's finished. It's going to be next week, and and get it, have a look at stuff in there that I haven't been using, you know, have a bit of a sort out. Yeah. Get a blue light up here. What's going on? Is it stopped now? It's not going that fast. It's an ambulance. Right, so yeah, what's that? Not bad. Right, so I don't know how long I'm going to be able to keep doing this because, wow. A lot of spray on the road. I've actually got the heater on. I've got the diesel heater on. Well, one of the reasons for that is that the heater's not working that well in the actual engine now. It's probably, the matrix is probably blocked or something. It's warm. It's warm, it is working, yeah. Right, so yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to keep doing this because I was getting supplied with a lot of stuff and I haven't heard from this guy for a while, so it's starting to look a bit iffy. I mean, I've been doing this for a while, but it doesn't really, it's not as easy as what it seems. I have got I've really neglected the art thing. I need to get back into that, so it's not bad. If I was stopped doing this, it'd be fine. But it's just one of those things, isn't it? It's trying to organise what's best. Social life is pretty good. The car boot thing. Yeah, it's pretty wet tonight. I don't know if I've still got that leak or not. I'm just thinking how it must. I don't know what it's like to be an airline pilot. I think because I'm sort of in tune with the car I'm driving or the van I'm driving. I'm thinking I'm aware of potential smoke or steam or smells or noises, you know, from the wheels or from the exhaust, the engine. You're looking in the mirror all the time. So you really are sort of connected to the vehicle you're driving. I wonder what it's like being a pilot. You're in charge of this huge metal thing, all this, which is a mechanical machine, isn't it? It must be like terrifying, because if something goes wrong up there, you know, you're in a lot of trouble, aren't you? So it's this time of night, so it's like between 1 and 2 in the morning. Your mind sees things weird, you know, it plays tricks with your perceptions, well, it potentially can. So it's just a processing differences in your mind. So you see something like a bush or something, and because you're supposed to be asleep, you know, that's natural that you should be asleep at this time. So like a sign or something, it can be sort of weird looking. It's almost like hallucinating. I've been doing this for years, and it can be a bit of a strange thing, and that's probably how accidents actually happen. People maybe been too tired or been drinking or something, and they can't fucking respond properly to a situation that happens. Yeah, so it's quite a nice night though. It's the rain's easing off. A720 closed after Calder. Right, does that mean, like, see this? This happened months before, when I came in here and I couldn't get onto Calder Junction to get onto Calder Road. Right? So this is what's going to happen again. I'm going to go down there and find that I can't get on. Because it's closed there. So that's it, after Calder Junction or at Calder Junction. You know, so because it means I have to go down to the roundabout at Christorfen at South Gyle, Gogar, I think it's called, Gogar roundabout, or Gogar interchange it's called, yeah. So I don't know, let's think about this. If it's closed at Calder, I don't know what that means. The last time it meant I couldn't get off and on to Calder interchange. That's what happened, that's what it meant. So I don't know about a turn off now, you know, and go or just go into down the Hermiston Gate and then just turn left there. It's not a big deal. Probably just do that, eh? It's not like it's not like a massive problem, you know. It's not particularly pleasant turning off here going down by Ingleton, the airport. I don't think it is. But well, we could turn off this way just for a change. What does that say up there? If it says closed at Calder Junction, interchange it should say, but caution, surface water. Fuck it, we'll just go this way for a change. My guess is that I wouldn't be able to get off if it says it's closed at Calder interchange. So, well, I'm not totally sure. I've had this before. You go into Hermiston Gate, and if you go straight on, that's where Tesco is, at Hermiston Gate. In there, there's a bus gate there, you know, so you could drive through there to get to where I'm going, but it's a bus gate. You know, I'm going to get letters from Edinburgh Council, and you know they're total bastards, aren't they? I don't really want that. Don't know what this car's trying to do. I think they're looking to park somewhere. They keep sort of like indicating to the left and then not doing anything. So we can either go on to Gogar, or is it Gogarburn it's called? I think it's called Gogarburn. Gogar interchange or Gogarburn? No, this is called Gogarburn. I think so. It'd mean like a country house or something, you know. At one time. Yeah. So there's that bridge. Isn't it weird how they spent all that money on that bridge and this bank? Was it Bank of Scotland or the Royal Bank? I forget which one it was. I think it was the Royal Bank. South Gyle City Bypass. So I'm either going to go South Gyle or I'm going to go into Carstarfin. I think I'll go South Gyle. Yeah, the last time I did this, I turned off the wrong junction. So, South Gyle City Bypass. Now, I had the heater on all the way in here, which is unusual because I didn't even do that in the winter. And it's like I've just switched that off because it was getting too hot. Like, it was getting to the point where it was just too hot in here, right? And South Gyle City Bypass. So that takes you into Carstarfin. South, and you go in this lane. Well, it'll be better in this lane here. The last time I did this, I just got confused and went off the wrong one. I think it was that. Yeah, so here we are. It's funny how it all changed. You know, these corporations, like building that bridge and everything, having this big office block, and now it turns out they're not. After COVID, 2020, 2019, well 2020, 2021, they really did make. I'm able to speak about it now, but not that long ago you couldn't even speak about it. You know, you were silenced. But they made such a song and dance about that then they'll end up shutting all the office spaces. The point I'm getting to. They shut all the offices and it turns out. So it's like a weird thing because it was like you're being restricted. You're not allowed to do certain things that you're used to doing. But also, if you were like working for a company, it turns out, oh well, you can actually work from home. You know, well, I don't have to get in the car and battle my way into the office. You know, with the traffic lights and roadworks and traffic jams. So it was a weird sort of thing because there was a lot of people, and then actually including myself, quite enjoyed sort of hovering around the house for a few months. You know, well, I was moving at the time, but you know, it was a strange. But essentially, I think the whole thing was wrong. That's what I think. That you would mandate or force someone to stay home. You're like sort of like a curfew, community. So it's like community order or something. Be like prisoner, you know. So you can't get in. You've got a car. All your cars are sitting there. You can use them and go away to Carlisle. Well, I did go to Carlisle. That's why I did actually. I went to Cumbria. I went to Silith during the lockdown. Because the car boots were still on in England. So everybody was doing all that pantomime, you know. Sighthill Industrial Estate. This must be like a water thing or something, this roundabout. I've been on it before, but see how high it goes. So it's built all the way up there, and it's got drains and everything on it. Well, lids. So it must be a water thing inside there. Yeah. That was like over a year ago. I was doing like videos of roundabouts. I still do occasionally, but I think the enthusiasm's dropped off a bit. So the leak in the van, it's not going to bother me tonight. I'm pretty sure it's because the way the van sits where I go is with the back sort of down the hill. So any water leaking in, it's not going to come out where it was sitting on my drive with the front sloping down the way. This is it. I've got 3 vehicles: the van, the white car, and the Granada, and they all have leaks of some kind. The Granada, you can kind of forgive it because it's 1979, which is partly why I insist on having it in the garage. And the white car, it's got the C4 Picasso and Grand Picasso. They've got like drain channels under the windscreen at the front of the scuttles, and it's supposed to go out and onto the road. And if I park it in a specific way, the water goes into the sill. And it hasn't done it for a while because I've stopped parking it that way. It's really weird, yeah. The van now, it's got a leak in the roof. It must be that roof light. It must be. I can't think, how else would I have a leak in the roof? So the thing is, it could be something not very helpful, making things damp up there. Not very good at all. Sighthill roundabout, so we're turning left here. So I don't know if I would have got around to Hermiston Gate. It's just that thing you don't really want to find out the hard way, do you? I would say no. I reckon it would have been Hermiston Gate will have closed and diverted traffic to where I actually went to, which is, I don't know if it's Gogar roundabout. I think it's Gogar it's called, yeah. I don't think it's called Gogarburn, but I think that bit's called Gogarburn, where that Royal Bank of Scotland is. Ed the Shred, and he put that, there's a big huge piece of art in there. It's quite cool, a big statue thing. They must be spending tons of money at that point. I have been having a bit of an argument with someone from Extinction Rebellion on Facebook in the log burner chat, and it really is, it's sort of frustrating when you're when you're putting across some really good points on it and you're getting totally you're talking to somebody who's brainwashed, you know, and it's like, you've got to remind yourself, these people are mentally disturbed. This woman is mentally disturbed. She's a middle class woman, she's got a degree, well apparently, a degree in architecture and lives near Bristol, down that way, and she called me a climate denier. But if somebody calls you a climate denier, and yeah, and she believes all this shit, and she is so wrong, it's unbelievable. If you really want to get into the argument, we haven't even totally got in it yet, we'll have a go at it tomorrow. But what I really want to point out to her during this discussion But what she said, this amazingly selfish thing, was that she stopped, like, so she's all for net zero and everything, right? And she's all for the battery, the BESS, BESS, battery storage facilities. So she campaigned to stop the facility near where she lived. They campaigned in this village in Gloucester somewhere, you know, Bristol, whatever the fuck it's called, Gloucestershire it's called, isn't it? And so she knows, but we really need these things. These battery storage facilities, she says, we really need them to achieve net zero. So she wants battery storage facilities, but she knows they're fucking dangerous. That's why she campaigned not to have them where she lives. I mean, that's an insane attitude, isn't it? It's like she actually knows they're dangerous, she knows they're bad, but wants them anyway to achieve net zero, but not where she lives. And that's just so fucking strange. Anyway, right, let's just calm down about that. So she is actually brainwashed, yeah, without a doubt. See, where I sleep here, it's sort of like a slope down back the way. So that's why that leak never happens here. So that leak could have been here for years, and I don't. It might have been, aye, but where's it going? Where's the water going? A lot of times the leaks I've attributed to the rain maybe getting in the door. That's why I thought that the rain was landing there when the door's open, when it's raining, which is where it is leaking, near the door, but it's coming from the ceiling, definitely. So that's weird. Aye, so this Extinction Rebellion woman, she's like off her head. Middle class, NIMBY, So what I was going to say, and I'm going to go now, but what I was getting at was that the concrete used to make these wind farms and the materials used for the propellers, which will last thousands of years. The battery facilities, the mining involved with making these lithium batteries, we can't. So like you say, you can't recycle these lithium batteries, and you get these people going on saying, "Oh, they are," and we see that plain as day in what happened in Kilwinning. That's a recycling place. They couldn't do it, so they just fucked off and left the batteries in metal tubs. Fucked off, and then the place caught fire right next to where people live. That's a reality of net zero. So that's why I'm saying net zero is a scam. That was the whole point of this argument I was having this woman. And she's completely mad. I think she is, aye. I think she is. She's definitely mad. I don't know if she's stupid. Maybe she's stupid, I don't know. How could you believe that? You can believe that you want to save the environment and everything, but surely that doesn't mean to say you're blind to what's happening and you're going to like some kind of cultist drone say, oh yeah, we must have these wind farms, we must have these battery storage facilities. And yet she knows she doesn't want it near where she lives. That is a sign of complete and utter, well, just an arsehole, I suppose, eh? That's maybe one way of putting it, innit? Right, so thanks for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to make you sleep. Bye.